All right, here we are, the first edition of Raw or SmackDown. Richie Mars, what's the concept?
So the concept is if these stars are retiring tomorrow and we have to hang a jersey up on the rafters, what color jersey are they going to be? Are they going to be a Raw jersey or a SmackDown jersey? What show did they have the most impact on, and what show has been the most good to them? We're going to find that out right now.
Yeah, pretty much what the vibe is, a Raw or a SmackDown guy. I'm more of a Raw guy historically. Richie's more of a SmackDown guy. Malik, what are you growing up? Were you like more excited for Raw? What kind of show did you kind of gravitate to?
SmackDown for sure.
Hey.
Yeah, old heads for Raw all day.
SmackDown, well, it would depend on year by year actually, but when I first started getting into it, SmackDown was pretty legit, man. It would depend on year. Like some years it could be Raw, some years it could be SmackDown, but I always gravitated towards SmackDown more. I feel like they always had the better stories, better characters, better matches,
All right, well, let's see what wrestler we gravitate to. All right, guys, so there's 30 names on here, and we're going to spin the wheel and see what we get with Malik. Here we go.
All right. No whammies, no whammies.
Oh, are we getting the bang? All right, still a good one. All right, gut reaction. CM Punk, Raw or SmackDown before we go to the stats. Richie, what do you think?
I have to go with Raw.
He started out on SmackDown after ECW in a way, like for an actual push. Mm-hmm. But my gut feeling would be Raw as well. Malik?
I'd say Raw for sure. He's always been more of a Raw guy, I think.
All right, well, let's take a look at CM Punk's stats on Monday Night Raw. We figured his best year on Monday Night Raw is 2012. One of his top 5 moments was cashing in the Money in the Bank on Edge on June 2008, the pipe bomb from June 2011, the match versus John Cena from February 2013, uniting with Paul Heyman, and the Seth Rollins Netflix debut match. Richie, what are some of the SmackDown moments that we liked?
So we convened, and 2010 was the year we picked as CM Punk's best year. We have the Straight Edge Society formation. We have his feud with Jeff Hardy in 2009. We had Backing the Bloodline, his return in November of 2024, the WrestleMania announcement from this year, and of course, singing Happy Birthday to Rey Mysterio's daughter. Just a lot of highlights in his time on SmackDown. And as we see with the pie chart right here, kind of a 2/3, 1/3 split between the brands.
Yes, 162 Raw matches, 95 SmackDown matches, 63% Raw, 37% matches on SmackDown. Malik, off your gut reaction, are you tilting SmackDown, or what do you think cements CM Punk for Raw?
Overall, I think you just have more quality on Raw. I mean, the Jeff Hardy and CM Punk storyline was probably the best one. That was probably the best storyline in 2009 to me. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, the Shredded Society stuff was really good, but didn't have too many layers for it to stick out. Other than that, there's nothing else that really sticks out. I mean, the pipe bomb is one of the most famous promos ever in wrestling history now at this stage. The championship reign that he had, majority of that was on Raw. His first cash-in was on Raw. The match against Cena, some people consider to be the greatest Raw match ever. That was on Raw. So I feel like more of his defining moments are just attached to the Raw side.
I think this one's hard for the first one to kind of have a faux back and forth. What I will say, I'll play a little bit devil's advocate here just for the SmackDown side of things. I think his initial push in 2009 and 10 kind of set him up for success on Raw in 2011 and 12 and 13. But I think that maybe a attachment may have happened on SmackDown to some people. And maybe that's, and like Malik said, SummerSlam main event ladder match with Jeff Hardy was all a SmackDown program. Add in the Undertaker program right after that. And then the Straight Edge Society. There's not enough meat on the bones, but Jeff Hardy feud is definitely a career highlight. It's just that Raw is so magnetic with high points like the pipe bomb and whatnot. And even that Cena match is fantastic. The Raw match to start the year with the cage match are probably 2 of the top Raw matches from 2025 alone. So, and I don't think adding the WrestleMania main event from 2025 and uniting with the Bloodline in 2024 is enough jump up moments. But I will say the happy birthday Ray's daughter is kind of pretty cool too as well. So I don't know. I think it's pretty unanimous here that it's a Raw superstar.
Yeah, I say CM Punk cinches this for Raw. I think, like you said, Ryan, SmackDown was a great high point, his first high point in WWE, in my opinion, with the whole Jeff Hardy story. And then you transition into that to the Undertaker story, which has gotten some mixed reactions because allegedly CM Punk got in trouble on a European tour. And that kind of cut his run short as World Heavyweight Champion. But then you have the Straight Edge Society, you have the feud with Rey Mysterio. And that's pretty much a good like 3 feud series to go from Jeff Hardy to Taker to Ray, all in that like consecutive order. It's not bad company to be in, but when you take it over to Raw, and CM Punk had Raw as his show for a large majority of the time when he got drafted back in 2010 there. So yeah, CM Punk gets the Raw jersey on this one, and yeah, good on Raw.